Hey everybody, I hope that you all are excited as me and Miss Brock are to start our new unit on animal defenses. So what are animal mechanisms to defend themselves? Today we're going to discover our topic by engaging in a poster walk. So obviously in a normal world we would go around the classroom and go to different posters, but for this exercise, since it's online, we're actually going to go through different slides and look at images and videos of how different animals survive. So our learning targets: I can infer about animal defense mechanisms based on information in pictures and texts. I can support my inferences with details and examples from pictures and texts. So what does defense mechanism even mean? What in the world does that word mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. Defense means to protect yourself. You can think about in a game of football, you have your offense and your defense. Your defense is always in charge of defending your team, protecting your team from the opposite team scoring on you. And then a mechanism is a natural response to something else. So those words together are to protect yourself with a natural response to something else. So it says an animal's defense mechanism describes how they react to protect themselves from harm. So now we're going to go on a little poster walk. And as we do, I want you all to be considering this essential question of what inferences you can make about animal defense mechanisms, from these pictures. Okay? So these first images are from a book that we're going to be reading in this unit called Venom. It's by Marilyn Singer. So this first picture, what can you infer about animal defense mechanisms from these pictures? What? That's a house. Yeah. So this is, I think, trying to connect to us and how we protect ourselves from our environment. We live in a house. We live in a comfortable house. We get our groceries from Walmart or Kroger, and we have air conditioning, and our lives are pretty comfortable. But not all creatures on this earth have life so comfortable. Some are in the jungle, some are in the forest, in your backyard. They don't have as many things to protect themselves. So they have to use other of their abilities, other mechanisms to defend themselves. Okay, so take a look at this first picture. What are these animals or insects? What can you infer about animal defense mechanisms from these pictures? I want you guys to take a look at the names of these different animals and take special note of what they look like. What is their design, and why do you think that they're made that way? Why is this butterfly have all these strange dots on it and all these bright colors, and this one looks like a tiger, it's got different stripes on it? And what about these animals do you think helps them survive and defend themselves? Look at this guy. He's really weird looking. So these names: the rattlebox moth, the tiger moth, the passion vine butterfly, the frothing rattlebox moth. I don't know about you guys, but that kind of sounds like a scary butterfly. So now we're looking at this. What can you infer about animal defense mechanisms from these pictures? So this is a blue-ringed octopus, and this is a closer image. And if you'll note at this, it says it's actually the size of a golf ball as a full adult. So this octopus is not very big. How do you think it defends itself if it's a small animal? Kind of think about it again in terms of a football game. If you had a kindergartner playing against a bunch of 8th graders, it just wouldn't go well. It'd be tiny. But look at this octopus. Look how many legs it has and tentacles. Look at its coloring. Think about how it might maybe protects itself.